I mean, he probably didn't shoot the ball because he just can't shoot that well. That's probably why he didn't shoot the ball. The people stand around the three-point line, letting Harden kind of have that space. So if Harden wants to kind of drive to the basket, he kicks out, you make an open shot, right? And I think that they all try to like win it for the team, but it's a team game. We're here with YouTube, Sensation, EuroLeague, ISO. So she's the 5th Black woman to have a second tenure as a coach in the WNBA in the entire history of the league. So usually when Black women say they get a coaching job, if they don't do well or they get fired, they never get another chance to become a coach again. So she's only one of 5 who've gotten that in the history of the WNBA. Like, yeah, they've only been around since 97, but that's a big stat. And I read an article where they were talking about that, how it's very hard for Black, even though it's the WNBA is for women, NCAA ladies is for women, it's hard for Black women coaches to get second chances when things don't always go their way. If someone does some domestic violence or anything of this nature in the NFL, it should be where you're automatically like you get a repercussion, not just a slap on the wrist and like a fine and whatever. It should be a serious, because here's the thing again, you are a public figure, you're representing the league, the brand, you're getting paid millions of dollars to play a sport, and it's fan driven. So if you're going to do domestic violence and hurt people, injure people, you don't live on a high horse just because you have money. It should affect your career, because it affects your career. Maybe you'll think twice, because that's where only reason people are going to learn is if it hits where their pockets are. Philly teams can break your heart. Like if you're a Philly fan and the fandom, like your heart has been broken. So it's just like, I get that. After all the drama and all the nonsense from last season, I think it's time that we just had like a calming season, even if it is not the best season.
You said a calming season?
Calming, because it's like, even if it's not the best season, at least we know to expect. You know, at least we know like it's not going to be like this whole like narrative and it's just stressful. Like why? Now it's just, all right, Jalen's the quarterback. If we suck, we just suck. Right. But it's not like Carson, what if, Howie, like I'm tired of that crap. What to you is your number one trait as a basketball player?
That's a tough question.
Right?
Ooh, that's tough.
I feel like it's because I seen your videos, I seen your YouTube, I see you like you go
I'm gonna say this, footwork. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that.
The Heat did not get the same looks that they got in games 1 and 2 when Joel was on the floor. They weren't getting in the paint as much, getting some open jumpers, didn't make some shots. So the Heat kind of were off offensively in this game. But besides that, Joel, great equalizer. Joel made a difference in this game, and that's undeniable. LeBron James, all right? And the Laker legacy. AD and LeBron as a duo, they broke records on the Lakers already, their first season together. Their percentages in these finals were greater than all the other great Laker duos in the history of the Lakers. So big deal, big moves. Now, the GOAT conversation. Who's the greatest? Who's the best? This whole thing is subjective. For me, AI, Kobe will always be the GOATs of all time. Don't matter. Don't matter if LeBron can have 10 rings. I don't care. I'm still going to feel how I feel about AI and Kobe. AI, pound for pound. I'm from Philly. He was a Sixer. I watched him play growing up. He changed the culture. Mamba. I grew to respect him. The way he played the game, the way he just, his Mamba mentality. Like I will always think AI and Mamba are the GOATs. That's just me. And I think the only people that can be in the consideration, I mean, I don't think they're going to get the nods, but I think Joel, CP3, or Steph, in my opinion. I mean, Joel, for obvious reasons, he's on the Sixers. He's leading the team in like most categories besides, I think, assists. And CP3, I mean, look at his impact on the team. Most valuable player to his team, who is Chris Paul. I mean, look where they were last season, look where they are this season because of his because of his entry into the Suns. They're number 2 in the West, which is obviously the harder conference. So that's his everything. And Steph, he's just playing lights out. He's playing crazy. He just won the scoring title this year. He's the first, I'm not the first, but he's one of the elite group to get multiple scoring titles, multiple MVPs. And Steph is truly so valuable to the Warriors. I think the stat was like when Steph's in, the Warriors are like top 10 in offense or something. And when he's out, they're like not even on the list of offense. Like they suck. So Steph is having they're obviously not the winningest team this year, but Steph's impact on the Warriors is so big. So it's like with this voting, it's like, so are we talking about the most valuable player to the league's eyes? We're talking about the most valuable player to their individual teams, because who do the players affect? Their team. So what is the criteria? Like how is someone more valuable than others? You know what I mean?
Right.